Hello, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and this is episode 14 in my Automate Everything Minecraft series. In today's episode, I'm going to be undertaking a few small projects that will help me get ready for a future move. Now, I am doing that because I always like to build kind of a temporary base to begin with, because that way I can kind of make everything as I need it, and it doesn't need to be super organized or super clean or super good looking, but I like to build a nice and organized base later on, and we're getting close to that time, so let's do a few small things today to help us get ready for that. The first thing I want to do today is set up a system to automatically charge Certus quartz. Now, I have a bunch of Certus. I have 1,700 in here, and I have even more right here, another 2,000. But I would like to be able to automatically charge Certus because I have 0 charged Certus right now, and it's just kind of a pain to do it manually. So first off, the couple things I will need for that is I will need an import bus, which is made like this. Also, one thing I've done off camera that I have not mentioned, since I set up this system right here, I am getting these molten cores. The thing is, these molten cores are super useful because if you throw them in a crafting table, you get magma creams. Now, one thing you can do with magma creams is that you can, if we right click on this, we can put them in a centrifugal separator. You get slime balls and blaze powder. Both are super valuable. So that's what I've done. I have taken one of my redstone furnaces away and added a centrifugal separator. I just throw in the magma creams and we get slime balls and blaze powder. And that's going to be really useful because slime balls are nice to have. Okay, so I mentioned that because I realized I needed a sticky piston right here. So let's get a few of those made up. I do have plenty of slime balls in here because I've been using that system. So let's actually make some regular pistons as well, because we will need some of those. Apparently I don't have very much wood. That can be rectified. So let's try this again. Let's make a bunch more of these guys. And I don't have very much cobblestone, and that also can be rectified because I do have a bunch over here. However, in the future, I will probably have just about infinite cobblestone once I set up a few things. I don't think I'll actually be able to get to that today, but we can work on getting towards that goal anyways. So now we can make a bunch of pistons. That's cool. So let's go back to our buses, because we will need an import bus and an export bus. We should actually have, yes we do, we have one formation core and one annihilation core, so that's fantastic. What I need to do now is I need to find a way to set this up. I think the easiest way might just be to set it all up above. Right now it's just drawing. This charger is drawing power from the energy cell here. I'm not sure if it's actually connected to this little applied energistic system or not, but just in case it's not, we're going to move it right here. Now it should definitely be attached. It is, because it's getting power, as you can see by the little tool tips up at the top of the screen. So now let's add an export bus right there, or an import bus and an export bus. Now for the export bus, we actually need to set this up to accept Certus, and even beyond that, we need to get some Fluix cable here to actually attach this system. I'm not sure if that will connect up right or not. I think it will. So what's happening is it will export Certus into here, and once it becomes charged Certus, this import bus actually will pull it out. And I'm not sure how exactly this works, but normally you have to set up an import bus to import whatever items you need imported. Otherwise it would just grab it. But apparently there's some type of slot. There's a pre-processing slot and then a finished slot, kind of like some of the machines actually have, where this would be an input and this would be an output slot only. Okay, so now that we have this set up, we should be getting charged Certus. This system will charge all of the Certus that I have in this applied energistic system, which is just fine because typically you can use charged Certus in place of regular Certus in crafting recipes, so that's perfectly fine. I guess it's maybe a little bit of a waste of energy, but that's not really a big deal. So that's up there, that's going, that'll work. That's cool. The next thing I would like to do is make some crystal growth accelerators. And they are made like this. Now we do have most of the stuff ready for this. We do not have quartz glass right now, I don't think. But we can easily grab a little bit of that. And we should actually... And I should be using Certus in that recipe, because with the quartz glass, I believe you can use Certus quartz here, and I should be doing that because I don't have a whole lot of nether quartz, whereas I have a bunch of Certus quartz, but whatever. So let's make maybe a little bit more of this, and then we need some of these guys, and there are two different ways to make the flux blocks. Currently, I do not have any pure flux crystal, so this recipe is out. We do have a little bit of the... I thought we had a little bit of these. We do. So let's grab two of these. I would like to make 2 crystal growth accelerators. So let's start out with that. We do need to make a few of these. And I do need to make more flukes because I do not have enough. I don't... Actually, I technically do. Let's... Oh, my bad. I need to do this first. And then I can go ahead and... Okay, that's... I don't know why that was being wonky. But anyways, so... I actually want to set up kind of its a system of its own for this. So let's get a lever, a energy cell, and I'm not sure if I have one. If not, I can make one real fast. And fortunately, this is not a difficult recipe. Okay, now I should have everything for an energy cell. Cool. I will need some flux duct. And let's actually make a bunch of this if we can. Cool. And by a bunch is relative for right now anyways. So now we need one more thing. We need an energy acceptor for this little system that we're going to be building. And that is made like this. We do need some more fluids. So in case you forget, to make fluids you need charged Certus, redstone, and nether quartz in equal quantities. And you need to throw all this in water. And I have some water right here. And while we're at it, let's and it makes double the quantity of everything you have. So I had 32 of everything in that crafting recipe, and it gave me 64. Excuse me. So I wanted to grab an extra bucket of water because I'm going to be using one real fast. So let's grab one of those energy acceptors. Cool, cool, cool. And now I think we have everything to build a little system over here. And I think I'm going to do it something like right here. So first off, let's throw down our crystal growth accelerators. And then our water bucket can go right there. Our Certus seeds and our fluid seeds will go right in this water right there. But for right now, let's finish setting up the system. I will need more glass flux cable, so let's get that real fast. I'm not sure how much of this I have left. Let's use this recipe for sure. And then that should be plenty. I'm not sure how much stone I'm going to need to cover the floor up as I tear it up, but let's grab some. I will be using energy from the system over here just because it's pretty convenient. I think I can put my energy cell. You know what? Let's put it, I think right here will be a good place to put it with the redstone control on the high. So then I will have the lever up here, and that should work out fine. And then the energy acceptor can be right here with the output for this energy cell on the left going directly to the energy acceptor with a little flux cable to connect that up. Now let's hook up the power for this energy cell. That should be a pretty simple thing because somewhere over here I know I have power. Okay, so I have the enhanced energy conduit. I believe that the flux duct can connect with that, so that should not be a problem. And maybe I believe wrong. So let's... Okay, maybe it can't, so it's still not really a problem here. Because what we can do is output over here. And it just costs a little bit more to do it this way, but it should work out fine. I might need a little more flux duct. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be super close. Unfortunately, we're on the wrong side of that. So let's get some more flux duct. We want the hardened flux duct. And let's hook this up. This should start getting energy pretty fast, which should make this reactor kick on for a while. Actually, I'm not sure that the energy cell can handle the throughput. It can't. Or the, yeah, because the throughput of this system is actually more than 1,000 RF per tick. So right now, as you can see, these are not lit up, but if we flip this switch, they should light up. They are. Let's see. And we are still getting an energy surplus, so that's fantastic. Let's cover that up and call it good. While we're at it, let's go ahead and just test the system because why not? Might as well make sure it works. So let's grab some fluix here, and I want to grab 32. So let's grind these up. And while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and grab some Certus and some sand. If we have any sand, we do. We're a little low, so let's grab some cobblestone and make more sand. And one way to make sand is just to throw cobblestone in a pulverizer. That'll give you sand. Now let's make some of these Certus seeds. Let's throw our extra sand back in the system, which it did not. I don't know why. Whatever. So naturally the seeds grow super slowly, but if I flip this switch, it should speed up the process considerably. And normally it would take hours for these things to fully grow. By the end of this episode, those should be fully grown as it stands with 2 crystal growth accelerators. So that will be cool. So now the reason why I set that system up is because I would like to make some ME controllers, which are these things right here, but they require these pure fluix crystals as well as skystone blocks. Now to make skystone blocks, it's pretty easy. You get skystone, and we can do that right now. Okay, I must not have it right here, but anyways, I have some around. I don't think it's there. It's right here. To make the skystone blocks, let's Pretty simple, just throw these guys in a furnace. Whoa, little freeze. So a redstone furnace will work, and an alloy smelter should also work. And you know what? Since that thing is so fast, let's just throw everything in here. Now we have some, almost have all of our flukes and sand. Anyways, while all that's still getting ready, I have one more thing I would like to accomplish in this episode, which is to make a mob slaughter factory and to get some pink slime. Now, the reason for this is I would like to make some of the, and I forget what they're called right now, the material stonework factory. The thing is, they require pink slime. And to get pink slime, you need the mob pink slime, and to get the mob pink slime, you need a bucket of liquid pink slime, which you get from a mob slaughter factory. It's kind of a little bit complicated thing to get, but here's our recipe, so let's get working on that. I don't have any sticks, do I? That's unfortunate. So let's make a bunch of sticks right now. Now we can make all of these weapons here. Okay, the swords go on top. That's something I need to remember. Okay, sometimes for whatever reason it doesn't work. When you shift click, it did there. So now we have a mob slaughter factory. The mob slaughter factory we can place over here, and it shall help us kill some mobs here. The mob slaughter factory needs energy, and it actually creates two different liquids. It creates liquid meat and pink slime. Traditionally, anyways. It might be able to make other things as well in this other tank. But anyways, so for that we need to make a couple of tanks. I like to use the portable tanks from thermal expansion. So let's go ahead and do that. They're pretty cheap, and they are useful, and you can pick them up and stuff like that. So a couple of those. Let's upgrade them, and they're upgradable. That's another thing. If I could spell upgrade, that would be great. So naturally, let's make a couple of these kits. I think that will be good enough. Also, I would like to make some fluiduct, and not just regular fluiduct. I would like to make special fluiduct, signalum plated fluiduct, and that is made with hardened fluiduct, I guess. So let's make a little bit of that. And then you need some signalum and electrum, and I might have some of that. Not sure if I do or not. I do, apparently. So that's cool. Let's see here. I think I'm going to use retrievers. And okay, retrievers are maybe a little bit expensive, but that's okay because I do have lots of blaze powder and I do have lots of ender pearls, so it's not really that expensive to me. So those glass shards I think I can just get rid of. I think that's just, if I need more glass shards in the future, I can make more. They're pretty easy to make. So 2 retrievers should do. Let's see if this is all done. Cool. So let's make some of these fluid seeds while we're here. And it's made the same way as starter seeds are, just in a crafting table like that. And as we can see, these things have already grown significantly. Let's drop those in, and those should grow as well. Now let's throw down the tanks, and I want one here and one here. Let's upgrade them. You know what, while we're at it, let's just shut that guy off. Now I wanted the signalum plated fluiduct for a pretty simple reason. And you know what? to set this system up, I should probably grab an energy cell. Let's make a few of these lead gears because they will be useful. I don't know why this is not working like it should right now, the shift click mechanic, but whatever. Goodness. That one was on me though. I just forgot to make that. Okay, so I need this energy cell just because I cannot connect the signalum plated fluid duct to this right here. So for energy, I can just do something like this. And the reason I needed a signalum plated fluid duct is to connect all of this up like so. Now, let's get this thing rolling. And first off, let's set a retriever up right here. I'm not going to place both of them down because I want one tank to be liquid meat and I want the other tank to be pink slime. Let's see, did I get anything? I did not. So I'm not sure, but I might be able to shut this guy off. I can, it looks like anyways. So let's see if our mob slaughter factory can't kill a few blazes. And while we're at it, let's make another lever for this guy right here. Come on. Slaughter away. Okay, maybe it won't work. That would be tragic. Well, it looks like the Certus is done growing. Hey, 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 it worked. Looks like we have a little liquid meat in here, which is what we want to see. I don't think we have a full bucket, so you know what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go away for a little while. I'm gonna let this machine kill a few of these blazes and get some liquid meat because I need to set up the filters for the retrievers and I need to grab a bucket of the liquid meat to do that. So I'm gonna be right back in a few minutes. Okay, so I think I have a few, I think I have an issue with my mob slaughter factory, and that is I think I need to apply some range upgrades. So let's go ahead and just throw on a diamond one if we can. It looks like I need a few glass panes, so let's make that. And then let's try this. I'm not sure if these things needed range upgrades in the past. Okay, that looks a lot better. Like a lot better. Okay, so now we have some liquid meat here. Okay, it looks like there's fluid in the fluid duct. And I really hope this isn't a mistake. Yes, cool. So now all of the fluid should drain. Let's set up our filters. This needs to be whitelist liquid meat, and this needs to be blacklist on liquid meat. And so everything should flow just fine, so we should get the amount of liquid meat that we need, which is fantastic. In the meantime, I can go ahead and get rid of this bucket of liquid meat. And one more thing is I said I wanted to make some sound mufflers, and I have not done that yet. It's pretty easy to do. You just need a note block, which is made like this, and some wool. So let's make a few of these. I would like at least 2 of them because I would like one of them over here. Let's throw it right here. Yes, that worked. That was nice. And then another one to be over here by my by this little station. Okay, so that helps a lot. That's good. So, let's get rid of all this. Am I really out of slots? I am. So let's make one more storage cell if we can. And I need the cheap little one. I do have a few logic processors, and I would like to make this using regular Certus here. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, that should be plenty. Let's throw that in there. Now we should have plenty of storage left. Let's grab some stone, cover up our mess in the other room. And then I think we can call this an episode. So in today's episode, actually let's take a look at this. And these are done growing, which is fantastic. What we can do is shut this off. Okay, so in today's episode, I made this right here, which will give me pink slime. It will also give me liquid meat, but I'm not really concerned about that. I need the pink slime for some industrial foregoing stuff in the future. I also made these crystal growth accelerators, which is fantastic and helps me grow these Certus and Flux crystals really, really quickly. And then I also set up this automatic charging station for my Certus, and that will charge Certus anytime the system is actually on, which is pretty fantastic. If you liked today's episode, give it a like. If you like automation in Minecraft, you should probably subscribe to my channel because that's kind of what I do. Signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.